have received many, many interesting and thoughtful questions, and we chose the ones that we felt would best suit this format. We hope to be able to expand on it at some point. So let's get to work. The first question was about Opus 25, number 2, Chopin Etude. And the person is asking, telling that in measure 7, after you have the arpeggio, the 5th finger on the D flat feels weak. Then there is another question, which is, I don't know if it's a balance in the wrist, but I generally get tired with this study. So let me answer the first one, which had to do with arpeggio. First of all, if you take the fingering that they suggest, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, at least in this edition that I have, there is a little bit of a stretch between 3 and 4. So I chose, as you see, a fingering that starts with 2, goes to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now you get to the 5th finger, and that's a finger that is weak. And it's interesting if when the person plays it, if they didn't play a flat, if they just played a G natural, if that would be okay, and it wouldn't feel weak. Because the issue here is that we're not playing the D, we're playing D flat. And D flat is here. It's inside in the black area, which means that we need to walk in order to get the whole forearm into a place with just a cross from the D flat. And then make sure that the forearm is behind that finger so that it can feel strong. Weakness in any finger doesn't mean that something is wrong with the fingers, that they're intrinsically weak. What it means is that the forearm is not connected, the hand and the forearm, the parts that are right behind the finger are not connected to the finger. It's the same as if we walked and our bodies didn't come with us. So we always have to be connected. So in this case, we also have to move inside to be able to get right there and get the forearm behind it, and then we can come out. I put some other signs here for the people who understand what they mean, like in the second line, measure 4, you see arrows that say come out, and then it says forward, and then again an arrow that says out. When we play on the white keys and it comes from the thumb, if the forearm, as it rotates, doesn't come out, the fingers will curl. And curling is one of the main reasons for tension, and tension, it creates fatigue and slows us down. So I put some of the fingerings also and some of those signs to show, there's more than just moving across. They're moving into the black key and coming out again. And that's how I ended up here, that I came a little bit out to the 2, cross to the 1, cross to the 1, went inside. And the crossing to the thumb and from the thumb will be covered by Robert Durso. It's a very frequent question, and it doesn't matter whether it's in scales, whether it's in arpeggios, or in any kind of a situation, a crossing is a crossing. So that was one question.